Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Age. This is episode 3. We made it to 3.
Surprisingly enough, we did.
Yeah, we're back again.
We're going to say that every time. Whoa.
Hey guys, it's episode 483. We made it.
They haven't shut us down yet.
Well, people seem to like hearing us talk, so we're back.
That's shocking.
It's just Jona watching it.
Yeah, he's
200 times.
He's doing he's giving it the Zack Snyder treatment, just spamming.
Yeah,
views.
how many times have you streamed our episode?
Hey, guys, I don't listen back to them. I don't.
Wow.
Surprisingly.
You're pulling me?
I don't like hearing... I
I
was
don't
part
like
of
my
it.
voice.
I kind of listen to make sure it sounds good to the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
So if there's mistakes in the middle or if it just goes black, well, I mean, maybe Mick, you probably listen to it, right?
Because I care.
Okay.
So if I like whisper like a weird thing and like make fun of you, you'll never hear it. Cool. Sweet.
Probably
Oh,
not.
I guess you might hear it.
Oh, I'm right here, right? So,
I tend to listen just because I get nervous about like if it actually sounds good or not. So I'll listen to it on each platform that we put it on just to make sure
nice.
it's.
Did you guys listen
sounds
to
good.
it last episode if we could hear the pipe blowing?
It was barely there,
It was
but I'm so
barely
glad
there.
I called you out because that would have been so awkward. You did bring your pipe again.
So
right?
so it did pick up?
Just a little
barely?
bit. Yeah,
Okay.
just a little bit.
Well, good to know.
We need to soundproof this room.
I mean, you have enough foam around here. We can.
yeah, but the walls are, like, that's the foundation. So, like, I don't want to drill into the...
Super glue.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I tried it with the Gorilla Tape, they have.
Yeah.
And then because the
It gets
walls
Get wet.
like
Yeah.
get wet, it just kind of
they do.
so
It's true. It's just
yeah, that's why that's the only wall that has it. Because that's drywall.
that makes sense. Well, nice.
I mean, it looks artistic that way, I guess. Like you're making a statement
Well, if I record music, then I put the mic that way so that you're singing into
towards the foam.
towards the foam.
Cool. Have you seen those like enclosure boxes that they have for like one vocalist?
Oh yeah, that they go around.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
It's for like
It's like a
voice
sci-fi
acting.
thing.
Yeah, that's what we need for our mics. So
We
we're
each
all-
have one.
individual little silos.
We can't see each other.
Yeah,
It's like
As long as we can hear each other, it's worth it, right?
that's right.
But someone's like crying on the other side, like tears, and you're like think they're joking around. Nice.
We don't need to see each other's faces.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, I guess technically not. Do you want to try it? Let's all turn
I
around.
assume those things are probably expensive.
Oh, they're probably like
Yeah.
$1,000 or more, knowing audio
Yeah.
products.
Equipment prices, yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's probably just a wooden box with foam in it.
Yeah, you can make your own. Wouldn't look as good, but oh well.
True.
Yeah. Okay, well, some stuff has happened throughout the week. Army of Dead trailer came out. Zack Snyder's new film. I watched it and I thought it looked really good.
Yeah, Netflix.
I think it looks cool. Yeah.
Netflix knows how to treat their creators. That's all I'll say.
Unlike somebody else.
Yeah, Warner Brothers get your act together. It looked pretty cool. I like that the zombies they're organized. They're like smart, they're fast, they're kind of like the I Am Legend zombies that were smarter. They weren't just like the slow Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah.
So that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it seemed like they're implying that there's a leader of some sort.
Yeah.
Which I think will be interesting to see what their goal is or whatever. Because they're just the human characters are just trying to get gold or money, right?
Yeah, money in the
Yeah, it's like
gold.
a game, isn't
Way
it?
to go, Dad.
Gotta get that gold.
Yeah, there's like a safe or a vault in one of the casinos that has a ton of money, and so they're going in to get it.
It reminded me of like Rat Race, and it's a mad world where a bunch of people are just going after hidden loot.
Yeah, it seems interesting. I like that it's kind of like a heist zombie movie, kind of a mashup of genres is pretty cool.
Would have never thought of hearing those words in that combination together. A zombie heist movie.
That's what it is.
It's like someone listing off like what combinations of like genres haven't been like combined together, and that's what came up.
I was thinking about a zombie heist movie.
Well, it's kind of, I like it because then it's like everything else with zombies I feel like is stale. Because I mean, they've made a rom-com zombie movie.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Is that the Warm Bodies movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
With Tolkien.
Yep.
I don't remember his name.
Beast and the newer ones.
Yeah.
Holt. Something
Nicholas Holt?
Nicholas Holt. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
we got there.
I watched that movie. Doesn't he like come back because of love? Like love
Wait, he
is
comes
the cure.
back to like a human?
Yeah,
I haven't
because
seen
he
it,
like
but-
falls in love with her and they like his heart starts beating.
Yeah.
I remember
I watched
something
it
like that.
once
Yeah.
in theaters, I think.
It's something like
You
that.
watched it in theaters?
Yeah, dude. I can't remember why.
What qualifies a zombie movie anyway?
Zombies,
Movie was
What's a zombie?
undead people.
undead people, I guess. Yeah.
They don't have to have like a low intellect or
No.
like there can be smart zombies. Like if I was like, what's different between me and a zombie?
a zombie's
alive.
dead.
How is it moving?
That's the point. It's undead.
It's undead. That's
But it's not really alive.
I feel like any movie can be a zombie movie then. Just make them.
A zombie, though, has to eat people, right? It's not just a monster that kills you. It has to, like, consume you.
This is why I'm asking these
I
very
think
important
that's, I think that's part of it.
These
The
are
criteria to be a
Because does a mummy...
That's right.
Does a mummy
No,
eat
mummy's
you?
not as no.
What about the mummy?
He, I guess, like,
no, the mu-
absorbs your...
Yeah, the mummy didn't
Cells.
eat people.
Is he a zombie though?
No,
He's undead, though.
he's a mummy, guys.
I'm just saying.
Does a mummy have toilet paper on him and
Right.
a zombie doesn't?
If a zombie gets stuck in a bathroom, gets toilet paper stuck on him, is he a
Mummy!
mummy now? No. Okay.
Unless it's Egyptian. If it's an Egyptian person that's a zombie, right? Because mummies are Egyptian.
Then they're mummies.
Then it's mummy.
I would assume so.
So are
Them the rules.
are zombies just from everywhere else but Egypt?
Yes. Maybe. We're making these up as we go.
Oh man, what a disaster! Yeah, I also got like Left 4 Dead vibes because like the kind of shambled team coming together. I don't know. Did you guys ever play those games?
Heck yeah. Left 4 Dead is one of the best multiplayer games experiences on the planet.
Hallelujah! Absolutely.
Super good. Super good. Yeah. The people still play it to this day. Like, it's crazy.
Is that the one? I never played it. Is that the one
That
that
was zombies.
It's like waves of zombies. Yep.
Is that the one?
Not in Egypt.
Is that the one that had the trailer where the
No.
family's at the resort? What's that one?
That one is
They're like families at the resort, and they're like, and like the
that
kid.
trailer is awesome for
tra-
one.
yeah, the
I can't
trailer's
remember
really
what
cool.
the
Isn't
game
that the
is,
second
though.
Jurassic Park movie?
No, but it's like I can't. Like it's going. Is it
It's
going
in reverse.
It's in reverse, and so it's like I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Sorry, guys.
There's too many zombie games. I don't.
There are a lot of
remember.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
remember many years ago, like watching the trailer and being like, "This is an amazing trailer,"
Hmm.
and then I never played the game. But I was like, "This trailer's really."
Was it like a long time ago? Or
It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think I
I'm
was
gonna
in
say 6 years.
More than that.
No, it wasn't.
When you're in high school or after?
the sequel came out, and then they tried to do
I
the same
guarantee
thing.
you that you were not in high school when that game came out.
We don't even know what the game
Let's
is.
bet.
We could solve it right now just by looking it up. but we
10
don't even
years
know what
ago,
it's
I
called.
wasn't in high school. 10 years ago,
Didn't you say you were in high school when it came out?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so. Did I?
I didn't
Maybe
hear high school at all.
I said the word high school.
Oh,
I just asked if you were in high school. Who's
that high school?
Jeez.
go to the tape.
No, I think it's like 10 years. It was pretty long ago.
Okay.
I might have been in college when it came out.
I mean, 10 years ago was 2011.
were
The
in college.
sequel, the trailer was a guy on rollerblades. Rollerblading.
What is this?
This is not helping.
It was a guy rollerblading when the zombie apocalypse. He's got his headphones on, and people around him are getting killed by zombies.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
That was the second one, and people were like, "Oh, the trailer's not as good as the original one because the original was like such a cool trailer."
You're thinking about Plants vs. Zombies. Huh? Is it? It's not Dead Island.
Joel would know.
Was it low like it was it like Wii level graphics?
No, because it came out for the PS4. I don't know what it was.
It'd be
at the time.
PS3 and 360 at that point.
Yeah. This is gonna drive me nuts.
We're all looking it up now.
I mean,
What's the
he
name
gave me
of it?
nothing.
Well, just look up the
Also,
trailer.
there's a
and then
million zombie games, so. But
I don't think I don't think it was a very good game.
But it was a good trailer.
But it was like when the trailer came out, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, that trailer is insane!" Because it was just, it felt like a movie. Like some people thought it was a movie. I don't know. It was just the concept of it was really cool.
It is Dead Island.
Is it Dead Island? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is. All right, cool. I never played that game.
10 years ago. The trailer says 10 years ago, so the game came out probably
Yeah,
9.
but when I said when I watched the trailer, right, I said about 10
Loophole.
years ago, right?
Nice. Why are we?
Anyway, we were trying to figure out
okay, somebody
where
else.
zombies
I
come
said
from.
I never.
and
I
what
said I never
nationality
played that
they're.
game, but I thought maybe I was like, is that the one that had the trailer? Because I remember that.
He was
trailer.
making a
The
joke.
trailer stuck out of my
So
mind.
just to answer that, nope, it's not the same game.
Okay, back
Let's
to
name
Left 4
another
Dead.
obscure trailer that we can't remember the name
The
of.
one where it goes backwards and he's wearing
guys.
roller skates.
I'm just saying, go watch the trailer for Dead Island. You'll
think
be
I
like, wow,
vaguely remember it.
this is a pretty sweet trailer.
But the game wasn't
Okay.
well received, you said?
I don't
I
remember.
think it was
don't.
okay, but it
it's-
wasn't.
I mean, they
like
made a sequel to it, so I assume it was decent
I bet it got
Dead Island?
8 out of 10. I bet
On what?
on IGN.
So-
probably IGN because they're very, very forthcoming with their ratings. But yeah. So anyway, zombie movie, Zack Snyder,
right.
slow motion.
slow motion everywhere.
It's gonna.
You know it's gonna
Zombie
happen.
I mean-
tiger.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it already looks. It already looks pretty sweet. I mean, the way he shoots things. It does. It looks.
Get a load of this guy.
Sorry, I'm a Snyder stan.
fanboy.
Stan?
Okay, I stand Zack Snyder.
Isn't that what the kids say these days?
Oh, gosh.
my gosh.
All right. Well,
I'm a big fan of his work. That's what you should say.
It's like fanboy.
and the cool thing. So the head zombie in it is he uses all the same people. Like, so the guy that
Ben Affleck?
no, but it's Ben Affleck's stunt
way.
double that does the warehouse. that does
That was
the
close.
that does the warehouse scene and all. I mean, he's the head zombie. So it's pretty sweet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I mean, a major motion picture that get your buddies to work on. I mean, he's like Adam Sandler, just making cool stuff. I mean, you're not gonna get Rob Schneider or any of
I
those.
would
guys.
rather see
Oh,
David
man.
Spade in the head zombie role, to be honest.
head zombie roll,
Kevin James riding a Segway as a zombie.
zombie commander.
I think the other thing Zack Snyder posted I think he's doing a cameo in it, but it's him as Zombie Luke from Empire Strikes Back.
Wait, what?
He's like dressed up in the Luke Hoth, and he's got the wig on, but he's like
Okay.
a zombie, and he's got the blue lightsaber.
Nice.
Like, I don't remember.
He posted
a
it on
zombie.
Vero. He's like, "This was really fun to do." I was like, "Oh, that's
random.
pretty cool."
That's about as random as like roller skating backwards in the trailer or whatever he said.
I think
cool.
I remember the trailer now. It's like on the beach. It's like the skating guy, the rollerblade skating.
Yeah,
guy.
he's like in California
They're on the beach
on
and people are getting eaten, and he has his headphones, and he can't hear that people are being eaten and attacked by zombies because he has headphones.
right.
But then he's like going quicker, so he's not dying. I don't remember.
Yeah,
the rest, but I
that
do
was the
remember that
second
now.
one.
Yeah,
and
okay.
people were like, "Oh, it's not as clever as the
Yeah.
first one."
Okay,
but
okay.
yeah.
I generally like zombie movies, but man, they can go pretty bad pretty quick. It's because there's just so many of them, right? You compare them to all the others.
What's the best zombie movie?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend's good.
I like
That is
that.
I really like I Am Legend. What's that one?
The
funny
effects
zombie?
don't hold up though. I mean, that's
Oh, Shaun
if
of
you
the-
care about that.
Shaun
Shaun of the Dead is
I
actually,
actually
pretty
like.
good. It's a
I
pretty
like
good
it a
zombie
lot.
movie.
Yeah,
That is a great movie.
different tones, but yeah, I like Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, that's really funny.
Did you guys see World War Z?
Yeah, I saw it.
Who was the main?
It's okay.
Brad
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Okay.
The Pits.
Well, that movie had a bunch of issues. Did
That-
WB
yeah.
make that movie?
I don't know.
Because they like had to. I think
it was
the director
Universal.
got fired, and then
Yeah.
they had to do a bunch of reshoots, and they cut out like half of the movie.
This sounds really familiar.
Yeah, it was okay in the end.
That was all right.
Well, apparently it was like nothing. Like the books.
Yeah, the book is completely different.
Well, I Am Legend is the same way, isn't it?
Is that a book?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Like in I Am Legend, he survives and he's like gets taken down. I could be mixing
No,
up.
that's World War Z.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
Where they put him on trial.
where they put him on trial?
Yeah.
Okay, that's World
That's
War
World
Z.
War Z.
Obviously, we don't know our zombie stuff.
No,
I
we
don't know
don't.
my zombie stuff.
Do you remember the trailer for World War Z? It's a great trailer.
I mean, I Am Legend evoked a lot of emotions, and that's how I kind of like decide on whether or not I like a movie. Is if there's any emotions. Did I laugh? Did I like get tearful? Like, dude, the dog scene, man.
Yeah.
Just telling you, man. Also, that one scene where he looks in and there's like a bunch of them just huddled up and they're just like, just up and down, up and down. Creepy, man.
Doing a little rave in there.
I hated that. Ugh.
I do remember that
flesh.
trailer. That was a good trailer because it built the suspense of like you didn't know what was going on.
Do you guys know in I Am Legend, there's a poster of Batman v
I was
Superman?
just about.
There
I knew
is.
you were just gonna say that.
But it's isn't it the Brandon Ruth Superman logo?
Oh, it's before they even were considering doing the Batman v Superman. It was just like, hey, let's throw that up there.
What year did that take place?
I don't know.
Why are we asking?
Yeah, dude, I don't know what happened last year.
Same.
Oh, yeah. It's about everybody. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm excited for it. And it's coming to Netflix May 20.
Oh,
21st.
nice.
Yeah.
So I'll get to check that one out. That'll be sweet.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. Let's see. Flash movie just started filming, I think in London and other places too. I think there's a lot of rumors with this movie around like actually what Batman actors are reprising their role. Like I've seen pretty much everyone, even Clooney and Kilmer, but
Oh my god.
Clooney would be sick. I hope he has the same
It's
suit
not
though.
happening.
I think safe bet is Michael Keaton. And,
Well, they already announced Michael Keaton. And
but he came out and said that he was saying that he might not do it, that he's running into problems, especially because of COVID. He didn't know if he was going to be able to do it. And then Ben Affleck is kind of the other one so Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in it. So
do you think Affleck's gonna eat it in this one?
they better not. They better not.
Are you gonna cry?
He's got more to do. His story is not done. But you never know.
Good luck, buddy. Depends on how future dealings go, right? I mean,
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of like it all depends on what. I feel like they're in the negotiating. If they were gonna continue stuff, they're.
put your tinfoil hats on, guys.
Hey man, I'm reading the tea leaves. And so I mean I think they're negotiating stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, this is kind of the age of rumors right now,
Yeah.
and it's hard to know what's actually true.
is this the hero movie you wanted?
The Flash movie?
Yeah.
No, because I think they're.
Is it like where is it on your list? Like,
So here's my
is it
problem.
even top 5 heroes that you want a movie about?
If this was connected to Zack Snyder's move, like gonna continue
You'd
his
take
story,
anything at that point,
I would be
right?
like,
Yeah.
yes, I want it. But I feel like they're gonna use it to
Reset.
reset it
Create
and
something new.
and not follow with Zack Snyder's vision. So
Hey,
that's
what a weird
the irritating
thing, though.
thing.
Dude. On their YouTube, they're releasing trailers for the different for the trilogy, basically of like Man of Steel.
right. Like HBO Max is putting it out.
Yeah. So I don't get why they're investing. I mean, I get it; they want more views, but like, it seems like they're doing a lot for not wanting that to continue. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so
for it being like the redheaded stepchild that they want to ignore. Like they're putting a lot of attention on.
So here's the problem though. So like when that trailer came out, a lot of people in
which one?
the trilogy trailer.
Yeah, it's super cool, by the way.
It's really cool. It's really
Yeah,
awesome.
awesome.
And I loved it. But a lot of people in the Restore the Snyderverse camp.
The Strider, Restore the Snyderverse movement.
Snyder cult.
Yes.
So we're a movement, okay?
We are a movement. They were upset because they said the completion of a trilogy, and they're saying it's done. Like this is it. When in reality, there's still 2 more movies that should be part of this.
Well,
and
that's not a trilogy.
Well, and that's what I've said. I said, well, to this point, it's completed. That doesn't. They're not saying that it's over, but a lot of people were saying that's WB's just trying to get us to to be silent.
Well, I mean, it is the completion of a trilogy,
Right, of Zack Snyder's trilogy of films. That's what it is, and that's how you'd you wouldn't say the third film in the 5 arc.
Yeah,
you know,
2 more to go.
Yeah.
So, but I just think, to me, they gave Zack Snyder $70 million to finish it, right? To shoot some more stuff, and then you get Ben Affleck to come back and shoot some scenes as Batman. I don't think, if he was completely done, why would he? Because he said, I'm not Batman anymore, but now he signed on to do the Flash movie. He came back for Zack Snyder. So to me, it's like he's willing to come back if he can finish his story. And
that means doing
the Batman movie.
his movie. Yeah.
His movie, and then...
That's kind of a jump.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a jump.
I think
It's an assumption, obviously, right? So,
well, it is.
he's probably he's more like, yo,
He's like, I could
Zack
use some
Snyder's
cash.
doing it. I'm down for Zack Snyder and easy cash.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though.
6 scenes, cool, I'm in.
But the reason he signed on to be Batman in the first place, he's like, the story Zack Snyder had, he's like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
So to me, I feel like he would want to finish the movie he wrote that everyone who read the script said it's one of the best Batman scripts they've ever read. I think he would love to finish that and put it out there and so people could be like, oh, okay.
I bet
Ben Affleck
he would
wrote
like that, yes.
the coolest Batman movie ever.
But how is he going to... I mean... It's
HBO Max.
Whether or not they're going to make it happen, that's up to...
I think HBO Max would be... I think HBO
Wait,
Max
didn't he
will
spoil it too? Didn't he show it to everyone?
No, Joe Manganiello or Manganiello. How do you pronounce his last name?
Manganiello.
Joe M. Or the original Flash Thompson.
He keeps going on like YouTube shows and all this stuff and saying, "Oh yeah, the script had this in it," and "Oh, the script had this in it," and he's done the hashtag of HBO Max Deathstroke, like he's trying to get them to make the movie. So he keeps pushing it out there. I think if Ben Affleck were to tweet something like that, I think it would go a long way. So I'm holding out hope.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little different, but that's kind of how the Snyder Cut started. It was Zach putting out, we're on first name basis, Zach putting out his stuff and building hype. And so, I mean, you never know. You really never know. We can only hope and debate about it.
That's right.
I guess since we're on Zack Snyder stuff, Justice Con is this weekend. And he did some interviews and he talked about who he did cast as Jon Stewart. Did you guys see that at all?
Yeah, I saw
It was Denzel Washington, wasn't it?
It was.
Sweet.
Older, but
It was an actor, Wayne T. Carr. I think he's kind of relatively new. I only saw that he was in the TV show SWAT that was a couple years ago and just a couple other things. But he seemed like kind of a new actor.
Well, I might be wrong, but didn't they film the scene with him?
Yeah, I think they did.
So they filmed the scene where it was supposed to be him and Martian Manhunter, or him showing up at the end, and then the studio said, "Oh no, you can't do that because we've got plans for a Green Lantern." So he put Martian Manhunter in there. But Zack Snyder's really good at bringing like no-name actors or people that people don't know yet, like Ray Fisher,
like Ben Affleck.
and stuff like that. I mean, even Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, like a lot of people said she's not a well enough known actress to be, or even Henry Cavill, he wasn't that big at the time when he got Superman. So I feel like Zack Snyder's got a pretty good eye on like people he wants to fit. I mean, Jason Momoa was in Game of Thrones, but to pick him as Aquaman was kind of a crazy
He died
decision.
pretty early on, so he had time to work. It's fine.
But I mean, it's cool that the thing I like about Zack Snyder and what he does is he does these things with fans.
Yeah.
Like this isn't like Comic-Con or anything. It's like YouTubers.
Yeah, because Justice Con isn't like this huge organization. It's just like a group of dedicated fans, and he shows up to them.
And they asked him about Restore the Snyderverse because a lot of people are saying like, oh, he wouldn't want to do it anymore. And he said, hey, if WB were to do it, that both him and Chris Terrio would come back to finish the. So I'm like, hey, they're willing to do it. So it's just up to WB.
Can't like AT&T step in and be like,
Sure, they
hey,
can.
stop being jerks.
You want me to talk to some people that have some connections through
Nice,
Cloud9?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sponsored by AT&T. So.
Oh, really? All this
Yeah.
time.
Here we go.
Yeah, and in the whole
All this
we didn't
time,
know.
I've been talking to the wrong people.
Random people on Twitter arguing with
Corey,
them.
can you make a logo of Restore the Snyderverse?
Send it to AT&T and then have your face on a mug or something. Send it to them. Send it to the CEO.
That's right.
I mean, it's a flawless plan.
Well, they have this.
Write a letter.
Yes.
There's a AT&T like shareholders meeting. You know, like how Disney does that. Like,
Sure, yeah.
and so there's a shareholders meeting that's coming up. I think the 22nd or something like that. And so
Oh,
there's
April?
like of this month. And so there's like this the movement is
my God.
organizing like the day before, like you know, when they do the whole-
protest.
Get it trending on Twitter.
get it trending and like do some events like, you know, some flybys with airplanes, you know, stuff like that they did with the Snyder Cut,
Dang.
which actually worked. And so they're just to be like, hey, so let the AT&T shareholders know that there's a demand for this, and they like money, so why wouldn't they do this? So
I would be so curious to know the numbers off of HBO Max.
yeah,
Because I've heard rumors
they're not
from like
releasing them.
for like 1 million to 3 million views. It's like that's such a large
1
margin.
million
I don't
views,
know.
That's it? No way.
Well, they're saying the first like
Not like the first like week or so.
the weekend.
That's
Yeah.
low in my opinion. Wow. I know some YouTube videos that get viewed faster than
Well,
that.
most YouTube videos aren't 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah. But I mean, do they count someone who watches for 30 minutes and then stops?
Well, that's the whole thing.
Who knows?
That's why it's such a mess. Even the aspect of HBO Max is only in the U.S.,
yeah.
so it's not in any other country. So that just counts. So yeah, but yeah, well,
I mean, I would love to see a Jon Stewart Green Lantern movie. I mean, I think it's from watching the Justice League cartoon, but he's always been my favorite Green Lantern.
Is he going to be in the HBO Max show?
well, here's the thing. People are saying that's
Not
got put on the shelf now.
Really?
Yeah, because like you were saying, there's just a ton of rumors now that they're not sure if Jeff Johns is, because he was the guy that was.
Oh, he was the.
So they're not sure if he's moving forward. Nothing's been said, and so they don't know what's going on.
Is he still in that same position that he had, or
don't
has he
think so. No, he's not.
moved around a little bit?
They put the guy in charge of like the CW. What's that guy's name?
Greg Berlanti?
I think he's
in charge
He's
of-
in charge now of the that stuff. The
Wait,
HBO
film
Max
stuff?
The HBO Max stuff.
Oh,
like the
shows.
Green Lantern show and stuff like
Okay.
that. So
As long as they don't make it like the CW shows, then
no, I don't think they will. Well, I don't know.
I'm
Warner
not
Brothers,
a fan.
You never know.
Do you guys like those shows, the CW,
When I-
DC stuff?
When I was a kid, me and my mom watched Superman.
Superman and Lois? Or Lois and Clark, or whatever that
Or
is?
Smallville.
Smallville.
Yeah.
Smallville.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean,
See, I love Smallville, but I know it's bad.
Millie watches Smallville.
I mean, what?
Still.
What do you expect? It's a CW show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be drama driven.
And honestly, I think the first season is really
Like
good.
Gossip Girl, bro.
basically.
No, don't.
The OC.
See,
The CW.
isn't Jim Gordon on that show?
Yeah, yeah.
From Gotham?
Gotham is another one of those shows that's like, it's
It started off great, and in my opinion, it took a nosedive. But
yeah. That's what I feel like. That's the same way with all the CW shows, like Green Arrow.
Green Arrow was
Started
great.
out good, and then
Yeah.
Flash was good, and then once I had to watch 4 different shows to know what was happening, it was like it's like homework.
Yeah.
And once it turns into that, I'm like, no, I don't think I'm good.
Yeah, there that is a downside to having such like a big cinematic or TV universe. You have to watch like 5 different shows, and it's just too much. I have a hard time keeping up with one show.
Yeah.
I hate those shows, man. I don't like The Flash. I don't like Green Lantern. And here's why, okay? The way that they create them and like the low budget that they're working with and like how many episodes they have to churn out so quick causes it to feel more like a kind of like a detective show kind of feel. Like, they all have the same kind of beat, right? And then there's no epic awesomeness to it. Maybe at the end of like a season or something like that, but like there's no grand feel that I want from like a superhero show.
They just don't feel special.
Yeah.
And I think they'd benefit a lot if they did quality over quantity, like take the episode to like down to 10.
So like more of a mini series.
More of a mini series. And then I think their budget could be used a lot better because there's some really, really bad effects in those shows.
Yeah. And those things.
And it can take you out of it pretty easily.
Yeah, I just don't like them, man. I'd watched them when I was a kid, but now it's just like, I don't remember the last time I watched TV. Like, that wasn't sports. So I think that ancient style of creating episodes that are supposed to be weekly releases for 25 to 22 minutes, like that, I just, with like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, how many episodes is it going to be total?
6 total.
6 total? Like, that's great. But that's not going to sustain like the CW, right? Weekly. Yeah. 6 weeks of content? That's it? That's trash for them. They're also longer episodes, though, right? Aren't they like 42 minutes or something like that?
42 minutes.
So it's just like, I just like the benefit that you gain when you're doing like a mini series like that. Because you just get to do a lot more. Not that like Falcon and the Winter Soldier has like anything amazing effects-wise, because it's not. But WandaVision had way more cool effects and was very creative, like cinematically.
Sure, yeah.
And I actually like WandaVision more than Falcon and the Winter Soldier, actually.
I did too.
So,
Definitely.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Kick us off, Jona.
What do you think, Jona?
Guys, I'm sorry. I only watched the first episode. Didn't have time to watch the rest.
I give you an F for not doing your homework.
Guys, I've got 2 kids. And I had to watch the Snyder Cut on Friday.
So stupid.
So that was 4 hours.
You could have caught up in the time it takes to watch the Snyder Cut.
Well, a friend of mine said, "Hey, can I come over and watch the Snyder Cut?" And I said, "Absolutely." So came over and watched the Snyder Cut. He hadn't seen it.
Half your day gone.
Yep. So that was a good thing. And then Saturday had to do stuff with the family, and then I started building my Darth Maul Lego mosaic, and I was like, good. I'll put on Falcon and Winter Soldier and do that. And then my daughter was screaming, and my wife was telling me to help with her, so I couldn't. I was like, I need to focus to be able to watch. I'm not just going to put something on and say I watched it, so I'll catch up. Sorry.
Wait, you can't watch like a movie or TV show and be on your phone at the same time?
Well, that was
you can't. It was
do that?
On
the phone.
You can't do that.
I was watching it
and taking the content.
It's impossible.
What?
It's not.
I mean, you could, but
my wife does. That's the only way she quote unquote watches TV shows. She just has her phone and she's staring at the phone. And I'm like, how do you?
It's such a pet peeve.
How are you watching this? Oh yeah, it bugs me too. I'm like, you should watch the show. She's like, I am. I'm like, what just happened? And she says it. I'm like,
like, what did it look like?
What color T-shirt was he wearing? Yeah. So,
yeah. So last week I talked about the episodes that I thought.
Okay, we did talk about it.
I thought that they were fairly boring. What did you guys think?
Oh man, it's kind of tough, right? Because I know we're not like I know Jonah's not a huge Marvel fan just in general, but like I generally do like Captain America and Steve Rogers. And so there is a little bit of that, like, oh, they're replacing him and that kind of sucks. But it's not like strong enough for it to like get like a ton of emotions from me, I guess. So it does feel a little like boring and like there's not much weight to things. So maybe that's just me, but I'm sure like other people like love it and they're like, oh, it's so cool.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Shoop?
I liked it actually. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, it is a little.
I'm not
slower.
talking about the last episode.
Okay.
Yeah, all the episodes the last two have been the best ones, but the build up to it was really slow and boring.
Yeah, and I think that's. I honestly don't mind a long drawn out show. Like people that complain about, oh, it's just filler. I'm like, whatever. Like I guess if it's interesting, but I found
like
it interesting and
characters.
it was nice. I like Bucky.
Bucky's
yeah,
He's
I
an
like
interesting
Bucky's a good
character.
character, yeah.
And so I like, you're getting more of his backstory, what he's dealing with. So I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah.
I can't see how people would be like, oh, it is boring. And there are certain sections of it where I'm like, like, did we really need to, like the whole Zemo stuff?
Yeah, that
I'm like,
that felt like
And-
they just wanted Zemo in there
Right,
for a
and-
reason.
and
Nemo's
he's-
the worst.
and
I haven't
he's-
seen it, but even he's the worst villain ever.
well, he is the worst villain ever. And
yeah, he's not bad. He's not good for sure, but he has a sweet mask. Did you see that mask?
The purple socks.
Yeah. He's trying to look like the Scarecrow, bro. It was really funny looking. He's like, if I do this explosion,
No, dude,
I
he's
gotta
the
put this on
Hamburglar.
first.
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, the Zemo stuff, I was like, this guy's supposed to be a terrible villain, and they're just kind of like,
Like the worst.
all right, come along, let's hang out. And
He felt like a different character from Civil War.
he's like kind of goofy.
Yeah, he has that dance
Yeah,
scene.
that
It just,
dance scene.
it was weird.
That's the one thing that I was kind of like, There's a couple. What's the other moment that like some of the acting?
We're spoiling the show, by the way.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway, continue.
Zemo's in it, guys.
This podcast is
Not
I mean,
Most of the time,
Yeah, it's
probably
just
all spoilers.
Our
spoilers.
subtitle is "We spoil everything" without warning you. Oops.
should be called
I mean,
the
we
spoiler
don't really spoil
podcast.
anything yet, right? Zemo
No.
showed up. I mean,
I mean, people knew that, right?
That's
exactly.
spoiler, dude.
But like the scene in the bank where
Yeah.
they're talking, I'm like, that actor, like that scene where he's like, oh, I've always wanted to take a selfie with an Avenger.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
you're so over the top that it's taking away from the situation. Also, spoilers, like we already said. I'm interested. I don't like getting into like the nitty gritty of like, hey, these guys are broke. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I never knew what an Avenger makes before.
Okay.
It's like, listen here, Tony Stark isn't hooking up his homies.
Unbelievable.
I'm not
I wrote
buying that.
this down. You're so on it. Chip.
Yeah.
I said, wait, where is it?
Where's that Stark money?
Yeah. One thing that I don't buy is how they don't get any financial help being a mother effing hero. They helped save the world and saved millions, if not billions of
Trillions,
lives.
trillions.
Billions, trillions. Unreal.
Yeah.
It's the most unbelievable thing that I've seen from a Marvel movie. I was
Yeah.
like, bullcrap.
He's
I
like-
get it. He's not
yeah.
like the big like three, but like, dude, that is so dumb.
Yeah. He's like, I've got government contracts, but that's it. I'm like, what? No.
Is that the Falcon?
The
that says
Falcon,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a loan for his sister because technically she disappeared for 5 years.
She got
and so
blipped.
she doesn't have any. I mean, I guess that part of it's kind of
He
interesting.
can just sell his wings and then have the
That's what
government make
I'm
another
saying.
one. Like, hey, I misplaced it.
My bad.
Oh yeah.
How much is that technology worth?
Yeah. So I'm
Not
definitely.
even, it doesn't even need to get to that point. Like it's,
Yeah.
oh yo, what's up, Tony Stark? Like what's up, any other hero?
Yeah.
Can't Doctor Strange just like drop a pallet of money on
Like create some? Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
from an alternate reality? Just drop. Here's 10 million from the other. I stole it from the.
It's a
Tony Stark
reality
in the
that
other
is just
universe.
money planets, money people.
Money plan. So if the intention for the story writers were to create this great like tension of like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be poor. They have to sell the boat, and it's like, oh, I want them to keep the boat. I didn't care about that.
There's
Yeah.
way too much
And
boat stuff.
There was a lot
in
of
the
time
show.
spent on that where I was like,
There's
I
so
don't
much-
buy it. So they're
Oh,
wasting
man.
time on something that I don't care
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That was probably my biggest pet peeve, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know that the boat's going to become the villain in the final episode.
The old rusty boat, the fishing boat.
Gives them tetanus.
That's the problem with like the interconnected universes is there's always somebody that could help out in the situation
Right.
and you're like, where is he? Like even with the WandaVision one, I'm like, you're part of the Avengers after whatever, Infinity War and Endgame and all that stuff, all this terrible stuff happened. None of the Avengers were like, hey, we should probably check on Wanda.
or like the fact that the fact that Doctor Strange didn't even show up. They even name drop him and he's not
Yeah.
there. Like that's like the perfect place for him to be.
Wasn't that the next one they're doing?
Well, yeah,
I mean, I think it leads into his movie, but there was a good like 2 weeks of this thing happening in the WandaVision show that he just wasn't there. I mean, there'll probably be like a throwaway line in the movie of why he wasn't there, but still, it doesn't seem like good storytelling.
I think that debate, and I think that's kind of a crux to just comic book stories that have multiple heroes in the same universe. So that's going to happen to the same thing with DC as well. It's like, oh, Batman's struggling with his bad guy. Why doesn't he just call up Superman? He just flies over and destroys him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's valid for us to be like too critical about that, but it is true. Like, dude, really? You have no money?
Yeah. I mean,
Come on.
Ben Affleck, Batman in the Snyder cut, he buys the bank, right? He's helping out his homies.
That's right.
Tony Stark couldn't do that. I mean, he is dead technically, but come on.
The Stark.
Happy's around still.
Pepper's around.
Yeah, Pepper's around.
Yeah. So that was a big thing that I was like, bull crap. And why are they spending so much time on it? It's a bummer because like they've got a couple, like 3 different things that they're kind of like shooting for. They've got the whole like, there's the struggle of being a hero and supporting your family and like this whole like problem there. Then they have the problem with the other super soldier, the guy who was like in prison getting tested on.
Yeah.
That's another aspect that they're trying to hit where it's like, okay, he's black and there's a problem there, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't want that white person's shield. So they've got that other tension there, which is like, I'm sure a lot of people care about. And then the other part is the actual like problem.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. Not all the parts hit for me, but I'm sure for some people.
Well, there's just so many parts too. It's just, it gets a little too much to keep up with. And what parts do you actually care about?
Yeah.
Right.
I think the main, like, John Walker, that's his name?
I think his character is one of the best parts of the show.
They did a really good job, and you already don't like him, but you can, like, from the beginning, you're kind of like, oh, who's this guy? He's kind of like overconfident, but you still kind of get that background of, like, why he wants to do the things that he's doing.
Yeah.
That's like good character development in my opinion.
Right, and part of you sympathizes with him.
Yeah,
kind of feel sorry for him, but at the same time, you're like, you're a horrible person.
Well, the actor's gotten death threats. Have you seen that?
That's so
seriously.
Dumb. That's so dumb.
That's
also, he looks so much like Kurt Russell. It's his kid.
Yeah,
and like certain scenes, I'm like, holy crap, he looks so much like him.
Well, he sounds a lot like him too, and he also sounds like Bruce Campbell.
That's why he's getting death threats, because he's Kurt Russell's son. No, just kidding. No, those type of people, like because I saw an article, like the actor who's playing the new Captain America getting death threats because they didn't want him to be the new Captain America. I'm like, what? Guys, it's a show. He's not going to become the new Captain America.
He's an actor playing a part. And he's playing it well if you're like that upset about it.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
It's kind of interesting you guys talking about this because there has been that kind of treatment and effect in like the gaming scene and like specifically the streaming scene where people will be like swatted and stuff like that, if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
Where anyone can call the cops and be like, hey, this guy's got a bomb in his house, and then they swat him, and it's super dangerous.
And they try to get it filmed, right? Like while they're on a stream?
That's like, I'm sure that kid, that's what he wants, but yeah. He does it while he's streaming, yeah.
Yeah, just more publicity.
Yeah, but death threats just in general, it's like the norm for any popular streamer or gamer or anything like that.
Or like even the game, like what's that game that just came out? Cyberpunk, is it?
Okay.
That was like,
and
so...
Well, a couple months ago. But
But the one that had a bunch of problems.
Yeah.
And so like CEOs and people got death threats from gamers. And it's just like, what? Like,
well,
that's the worst
people
part of everything.
That live in their own reality that think that they're a completely different person behind a computer screen. They don't have that real world interaction with people. Yeah. That's not normal behavior to give death threats over a stupid video game
or an act
or a movie or an act. It's
because they even did that Mass Effect 3, I think, like when people didn't like the storyline, so they were like sending death threats to the people that worked on it, and then saying, "We demand that you change the story." It's like if you don't like the story, you didn't like the story. You know, it's not like But yeah, that's something that's pretty crazy. That a trend, like you're saying, that seems to be in every aspect of, because I'm sure like athletes get it. Like if athletes get death threats if they say something that
or they miss
people
a game,
disagree with, or they miss a field goal or anything like that.
I'm the first one on Twitter out there. Like, hey man, you better not come around here.
Yeah, I think like the people that put bets on games, like, I mean, for them, it's like,
Yeah.
See, I'll excuse that. You know.
Yeah, did you guys know that you
Video
can bet on video games? Like, seriously? And make just a bunch of money? It's crazy.
Like, what
Just
video
like-
games are you betting on? Mario Maker
Anything.
2?
No, more like CSGO. Or like you could bet on like FIFA. You could bet on League of Legends. You could bet on any competitive game. Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
It's just like sports betting.
It's exactly like that. And you should see the
eSports
amount.
betting.
You should see the amount of like websites that you can use. It's crazy.
Can you give us the inside scoop on like who do we bet?
Bet on?
Cloud9?
Yeah, Cloud9, yeah. No,
what's Cloud9, Cory?
Cloud9 is the company that I work for. If you don't know, I work for Cloud9. It's an esports organization. And I've been a part of it for like 8 years, since its almost inception.
Cool.
But yeah.
So you do all the graphic design and all that stuff, and right?
Right. Yep.
Corey also did our logo for the podcast. So
Yeah, I did.
if you're wondering who did
Sick
all that, that's
logo.
It wasn't me.
that's all Corey.
Close though. You know, I actually had, when you showed me your little sketch, I had a rough that actually resembled kind of.
That's funny.
It was more like graffiti style, but like
Yeah.
bent
I
to
was just-
where it
yeah.
almost looks like
I was
that.
just doing it as a joke. I was like, let me try to make the crappiest thing on my phone.
Yeah, dude. That was sick. It was great. But so that's, I kind of keep up with the streaming competitive side, just in general. But yeah, I don't know. I've been there for 8 years. Yeah, it's been crazy. I've been just designing for them, made their logo, and that's kind of how I got the job.
Is that the one on your sweatshirt?
Yep.
Dude, looks
I'm wearing
sweet.
a Cloud9 sweatshirt that's really old. It's like dying, but yep, it's a thing. I get hookup for merch and stuff like that. So it's awesome.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So do you play games at your job then, or are you just strictly like designing?
So no, I don't play games per se. I mean, I do, but not for the job. I'm just designing. But like, there are some situations where I need to like get into the game and like to get screenshots of assets. So like, for instance, do you guys know what Rocket League is? It's like a car soccer game. We got a skin in there that I got to design and they made in game, and because we were part of the RLCS, the Rocket League Championship. Yeah, that's right. The league, basically. And so, yeah, you could buy like the Cloud9 package, and you could.
Wow, that's cool.
So I had to go in there, take cool screenshots, and so we could promote it on like social media and stuff like that.
So stuff that you created is in that game. Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty sweet.
I'd say so. Rocket League, Halo. Man, I'm trying to remember. Oh, do you guys know what Rainbow Six is? It's like a shooter game.
Siege or
Rainbow
just
Six Siege, yeah. That game, that company's probably, or that game's the most fun to create with because,
You make Cloud9 skins?
yeah. Wait,
Really?
yeah.
Isn't it like your
You're like laughing.
No, but isn't it like you're supposed to be camouflaged and
For
stuff
your
like that?
guns, right?
So you're like an operator. It's not like out
okay.
in the woods. You're like a industrial, like you'd be like, what's it called when you're like a siege? Yeah, when you're sieging, or you're like, what's it called? There's a B word for it. Where you're busting into a house. Anyway, it's more like operational, like very like, all right, we got to figure out which way we're going in, and it's just like a hotel or a house or something. So yeah, camo's not really a thing.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, like, from the older Rainbow Six games where it was like, you're
Super secretive.
where you have your team and they're all like camouflaged.
yeah,
and you
for
have,
this
like, the sniper
camouflage, you
stuff.
need to like look like a bookshelf or something,
Yep, exactly.
or
Like
a
a
porcelain
teapot.
sink.
So you do like skins for your characters and stuff. Like,
So it's
how does that work?
So it's like, okay, you get assigned they're called operators. So you have an operator, and that's the character that has like a certain gun. So I get to basically create the skin, like the outfit that they're wearing, and then the gun they're using. and then like a little like trinket that goes on the gun.
Oh, nice.
And it's like Cloud9 themed. And they renew it every season. So I've done like 2 sets for the skins and then like 3 or 4 different guns, which is really fun.
Nice.
But yeah, it's super, super cool.
Well, that makes me want to play those games and find your stuff.
Dude, honestly, like the moment, the one of the cooler things was when, I think it was 2013 when I first started working for Cloud9. It was season 3 for League of Legends. And I remember the feeling of like seeing my logo be in a game, just the logo. Just for like your avatar, like you could sport Cloud9. It said 2013 on it, whatever. I just remember seeing that. I was like, oh, this is so sick. Like anyone can buy this. This is so cool. I didn't get given it. I just bought it myself. I was like, awesome.
Nice. That's pretty sweet.
Probably actually the coolest one that I have that's like the most limited is Heroes of the Storm. Do you guys know what that is? It's a Blizzard game. It's a MOBA, which is the top-down. You control the guys, but you get to control like Blizzard characters. Diablo, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, whatever. And the very first World Championship, we won.
Oh, nice.
So it's not like the craziest, but it's like this like it's like a floating like stand, and it's a mount, and it has our Cloud9 logo, and it has like 3 different color variations, and it has like this cool trail. But it's like there's cooler ones now because like back in 2014 or 15, whenever we had it, they were just starting up doing this whole thing. But I have that, and you can't get it anymore, which is really cool. And I remember seeing, because, we like Blizzard, and like the artists are so good there. I still have a screenshot of an artist who took my logo and did like concept art.
Oh, nice.
And it's like signed by him.
Oh, nice.
And he has all these cool different like versions of our logo on like, just mounts. It's so cool. It's just,
That is pretty awesome.
Those little things where I'm like, I've wanted to work.
I made it.
I don't know about that. But that's
cool.
It's really
that's something that, the rest of us just can't say.
I'm like, hey, my cousin made that.
I know a guy.
Like, hey, Cloud9?
That's my, whenever someone brings up like League of Legends or anything, I'm like, oh, you know Cloud9? They're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, my cousin. He's the design everything. Logo. Yeah, that's him.
everything.
And they're like, really? I'm like, yep. So we use you as our...
Nice.
That's the only thing I know about it.
Do you get special treatment because of that ever? Has that ever worked to your benefit?
No, but do you know what's crazy?
Joel,
when I was in Mexico, like I brought that up to a couple people that were playing, and they were like, "Oh, are you serious? What? No!" Like they were so blown away by it. I was like,
it's pretty cool. It's not that cool. Chill out, dude. If you're in this space and you like talk to someone who's into esports, sometimes they'll go pretty nuts. Yeah, because it is pretty cool and like hard to get into an esport like organization.
Right.
There's only so many of them,
and you got in because they when they first started, they like wanted a logo and they like asked on Twitter, right? And you kind of just designed something and send it to them, and that's how you kind of got in there, right?
Yeah, I sent it to them on Twitter. They didn't ask for it, but I just noticed that they didn't have anything. I was like, their name's really cool, and like I have a concept, cool. I'll just make it and send it to them on Twitter, and that was it. So, yeah, it was really funny there. I got to see their first like logo, quote unquote logo that they had made, and it was this like anime dude leaning on a cloud, and he had like a keyboard in his arm, and I was like, that's not a logo. It was pretty nice. Sweet. We still have it too. It's pretty funny.
Is that your mascot?
Yeah, it's our mascot. Yeah. Anime dude. I'm pretty sure the captain of the team originally, because it came from a league. We were born from a League of Legends team specifically, and now we have like 13 different teams in different video games. But I'm pretty sure the team captain had it modeled after himself. So it's just him. His name's Hai. And Hai's just like chilling there.
Who wouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, I would too, yeah.
But that's what you need to add a little avatar on your logo after you.
Oh, of myself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Throwback.
Just make a t-shirt. They'll be like, who's this anime guy? And it's like, it's me. No. But yeah, no, I'm very fortunate, very blessed.
Well, that sounds fun. It's just It sounds like you have a lot of cool opportunities.
Yeah, I know a lot of different esports companies out there, and I've worked with a lot of them. And Jack Etienne, he's the CEO and the founder of it, and he's just the coolest boss. He's the best boss I've ever had. I've worked a lot of different jobs, and I feel like I've never had someone trust me as much as he has and treat me so well.
Yeah.
So it's been really cool. I remember the very first thing that he ever, like, before he started paying me, like, full-time, he probably felt a little bad because I was doing work for him for, like, free and stuff. And he was like, hey, can you use this PC monitor? And I was like, what? And I, like, click on it. It's a $950 monitor. It was, like, an Adobe something quality, like, Asus monitor. It was, like, crazy. I was like, that's more expensive than my PC. Like, I don't need that. He's like, well, would it help? I'm like, oh, yeah. He's like, all right, I'm sending it to you. I'm like, what? I still have it, too. It's really nice.
Dang.
It's lasted a long time. But so that was really cool because he was, like, already taking care of me from, like, the get-go. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, cool dude. Awesome place. And it's huge now. It's crazy. Like,
Are they based in
LA.
In LA? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just started from him, so Jack and his wife Polly, and it was like maybe one other person and me. Like,
Oh wow. Cool.
so I'm the longest standing employee there,
Nice.
and yeah, I'm probably the least professional out of everyone. Like, that's the funniest thing is, like, you'll have, like, new hires, and, like, I don't know if, like, people talk about me or something, but, like, I feel like people, like, are a little fearful to talk to me because it's like, oh, it's one of the original, original three or whatever you want to call us.
The OG.
The OG, yeah. And then I'm like, and then I'll like talk to them personally. I'll be like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll be like talking like not formal at all.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, cool. You're way different than I thought you were going to be. I was like, yeah. I'm just chilling. But yeah,
You should start being a jerk.
just an absolute.
Yeah. White collar.
Oh man. Yeah, I could. And then I'd get fired. It'd be great.
Sounds like a plan.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's cool. I think the biggest thing I want to accomplish with Cloud9 is it'd be awesome to do a collaboration with Nike. We did Puma last year. We're still with them, but eventually, partnerships come to an end. Nike would be sick. Just making like a shoe with Nike or anything would be just the best. That's like one of my dreams. I remember when I was in college, I really wanted to work for Nike. And then kind of like seeing how things are now, I'm like, I don't want to work for them, but I do want to collaborate. That'd be sick. And our head of merchandise right now, he actually comes from Nike. So we've kind of got a loose connection with them. So that's dope. And then also, since we were born from League of Legends, if we ever, which might not happen, but if it did, won the world championship, that would be a dream come true because you get to design 5 skins in game with League of Legends with the right artists.
Nice.
And you get the logo on like in a very creative and cool, like natural way on these characters. And it would just be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be like full circle of like where it began and like it'd be so sick. So
Make a movie out of that.
a movie.
Zack Snyder could direct.
Maybe he could direct it. Yeah.
Cloud9 story.
Sick.
Zack Snyder's Cloud9.
Got a good ring to it.
But no, I'm not really I'm not super watching a ton of like esports right now. I'll watch League of Legends just because we just won the North American finals, which is super sick, and we're going to the world, like it's like a half-year world tournament where only one representative from each region goes to this tournament, and then they do like 4 groups, kind of like World Cup style, where you get a group and then top 2 leave. That's how it is for these guys, and so I've been watching those guys play, and we won, and so that's cool. And so we're going to the international tournament. It's called MSI, Mid-Season Invitational. That's in Iceland, weirdly enough, but yeah, it's cool. But yeah, I don't really watch much esports. Have you guys ever watched any esports before?
I haven't really.
Have you ever watched a Madden thing on ESPN?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen like clips on YouTube and stuff like that. of like
Didn't
I think
they-
League of Legends and stuff like that, but I've
Okay.
never sat down and watched like when you and Bree are like over at the house and
We're watching
like,
on
and
our
you're
phone.
watching on your phones.
Yeah.
Like I've never sat down and watched.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a big part of esports is that like it's really hard to understand or get behind because you don't play the game.
Yeah.
That's like the number one thing that I would say for someone if they're interested in watching esports. I'd be like, play the game first.
Yeah.
Games like Rocket League though are pretty easy to understand. Put the ball in the net, right? So there's some esports that are easier and more like viewer friendly than others. Also, CS:GO is good because like make the other guys dead before you're dead, like, and you only have one life, so it's very like tactical and like,
Right. Yeah.
you do smokes and flashes and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. But yeah, some like Overwatch or like Fortnite, people are going to be like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what's going on. And League of Legends is also very that way too. But
There's some good prize money in those games, right? Like, didn't a kid a couple of years ago win like $3 million for the Fortnite
yeah,
championship?
which is pretty crazy, right, guys?
Yeah.
For one tournament, that's nuts. But if you want to get like, there are crazier numbers out there.
Dang.
The Dota tournament, I don't even know what it is. It is crowdsourced by the players.
Oh, really?
The players of the game. So all the fans. They have a thing called a compendium. And in the game, you can buy this thing and you can level it up and get like special skins and cool things, right? But that money goes towards the tournament.
That's nuts.
And so these mother effers are so smart. They don't have a normal league for the whole year, but they have it's called the International. And it's in Seattle. It's actually pretty, actually want to go. It'd be pretty sick. Because these mother effers, if you win first place, you're getting like multiple millions of dollars each.
Oh my god.
5 players on a team.
Jeez.
You're winning over $10 million as a team. You're winning over $1 or $2 million as a player.
Jeez.
Unreal. Dota's like the jackpot esport if you want to really try and like roll the dice.
I think I might try. There's no way I'd ever.
No. But like our mid player for League of Legends, his name's Perks. He's an European import, and he is really good. But I'm pretty sure he got like $3 million from us to play for us. It's like just for the season. Nuts.
What?
If
What?
you win and you are consistent and you can prove that you're the top of your
So
position.
could you forge documents to say that I'm a really good gamer and hire me for 1 year and then be like, hey, this guy sucks. Sorry, I already signed the contract.
$3 million, please.
Yeah, we could try. Yeah, I wonder how much we could get.
You guys have a Mario Maker 2
pros?
team
Yeah.
that I could design levels because I'm
you-
hey guys.
Are
I'm
you
pretty
top like 1%?
good.
in Mario
no,
Maker?
Heck no. No.
Well, that's what you
I
need
suck.
to get first, and then we can talk. But yeah, no, it's pretty crazy, and it's what a weird world we live in where you can make money playing video games.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, just like 10 years ago, 12 years ago or so, it's like, I mean, that just seems like a fantasy, but now it's like a consistent reality that, yeah, I still have a hard time like wrapping my head around that.
Well, it kind of changed too when like, because I think Mark Cuban like bought a team, right? I mean, like a couple years ago,
What NBA team does he own?
he owns the Mavericks.
The Mavericks might own. He might
Because
own a team.
I remember watching a thing where he was like,
Archie?
where he started talking about how esports and that he bought a team and started putting money in it, and then you're like, okay, Mark Cuban's one of like the smartest businessmen, and there were other people that started like buying teams and doing stuff like that. So you're like, once that and ESPN started like televising stuff, you're like, okay, well, there's money in it, you know?
Right. And there's people that are interested in
Yeah,
watching.
it's just taking off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean the proof's there now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't quote me on this. Like, I'm pretty sure Jack bought Cloud9, just the one team, and the rights to the name, right, for like $10K. And now it's like a multi-million-dollar company, and he has like huge investors. I'm pretty sure one of the esports teams, I think 100 Thieves, is owned by like co-owned by like Drake. The Warriors, the NBA team, Warriors. They own a team.
It makes sense. San Francisco and all that.
There's a lot of actual sports teams that own esports teams. They bought them out. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know. Who's Joe Montana? He's an investor of Cloud9. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Really?
And
It's so random.
And also the maker of Reddit, like the founder of Reddit, the co-owner of Reddit. He is a part owner. I don't know. He's married to Serena Williams.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
the owner of Reddit. Yeah.
Oh,
What's his
Gosh,
name?
what is his name?
Because he just invested in the women's soccer team in LA
Oh, nice.
with Natalie Portman.
Wait, really?
She's playing?
Yeah.
Alexis Ohanian. Yes, this guy. He's married to Serena Williams. Yeah. And so, yeah, pretty sick. He sold Reddit for $10 million.
Now, I'd be impressed if Zack Snyder was part owner of
I bet you would.
eSports.
You'd be the biggest fan of whatever
That's right.
whatever team that was. Yeah, I love them. But yeah, anyway. Yeah.
cool. I mean, that's a good insight to
Yeah. And
a
if,
world that I had no knowledge of.
yeah, and if anyone listening has any questions or anything like that about esports, obviously like post on the YouTube or whatever, Facebook, and ask away, and I'll answer whatever. I've done a couple podcasts where some college classes and stuff like that have asked me a bunch of questions, so it's cool, like how to get into esports and stuff like that. But yeah, it's cool. So yeah, it's a pleasure talking about Cloud9 at least. It's about time I got to talk about it. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
no one's been holding you back.
Yeah, but yeah,
Well, Jona.
Nice.
that's true. Have you guys been playing any video games? Any Rocket League? Any what was the other game we were?
Man, I just
Dead game.
I do a lot of
zombie game?
GTA playlists.
GTA.
With, some other buddies.
Okay, I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of GTA RP?
No.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay, do you guys know what GTA is? Obviously,
Yes.
right? So this is a game that is emulating real life, right? It's Los Santos or LA. It's basically modeled LA,
Right.
and you can do whatever you want, right? But they have a mod for this game. So you're playing just like random arcade modes, like driving games, like whatever, shooting games, whatever. These guys, I don't know, some Russian dude has made this mod called 5M, and it's this thing you install, and you can play on these private servers where you're role playing as a character on these in the city. So kind of like D&D, where you're like acting or making decisions like a character. You play a character and you're like, I don't know, like Dusty Johansson, and you're like, you make this character, right?
Nice.
What a name.
Great name. Dusty Johansson.
And you can do bank heists, you can sell drugs, you can be a EMS
Dude, that
guy,
sounds awesome.
you can be a cop. And the weirdest thing about it, insanely popular, viewership wise, on Twitch and stuff like that. Huge viewership. People love seeing these guys play these characters, and like, you're up against not just like automated cops where you have like stars and you have to run away from them, whatever. No, they're real people.
Like real players.
They're talking over radio like real cops.
Oh wow.
They're using like codes, let's say 1050, or whatever code. And they're like actively like living in a world and like racing and like buying cars and buying houses. Like, it's weird. But it is something that's happening right now.
And you're saying that's a mod?
It's a mod,
that people
yeah.
do? See, that seems like something that GTA, like, from the developers, they want it to be. I mean, because that's on a whole different level than just the game that's released. That's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would challenge you to watch something. Just look at like GTA 5 RP or something like that, and see a weird, different world that's super popular though.
That's crazy.
It is nuts. It's something that I never thought was like a thing or would ever be a thing, but like,
So if you die in it, you're dead? Your character's dead? Is that how it
die
works?
in
Or
real
how
life.
does that?
so you go into a down state where you can't move, can't control your character at all. You just got to sit there. Then EMS will come and put you in the ambulance and be like, "Oh,
Are those
this is gonna sound so
players?
lame. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
You can like
What if they don't like you and they never revive you?
That's their job, is to revive you. Yeah. Even if you're the worst
They're just
criminal.
driving around all day waiting for that call to come in so they can go save people.
So people can call 911 and report a body.
That's so crazy.
Or they'll automatically see on the map like where people are down.
Can you change your... Because, obviously I don't know anything about... about... So, like, say you're Dusty Johansson, right?
Iconic character.
Right, and he's a taxi driver.
Right.
Or something,
Yes,
right?
you can do that.
Can he, like, be like, oh, after a year of being a taxi driver, I want to become a cop? Can you change...
Yep.
You gotta go to school, bro.
Or, like, how to... Like, is it just as simple as... Is it just as simple as being like, oh, I'm going to change my character? Or what? How does that work?
Who would pick to be a taxi driver?
It's an entry level job.
They need to have people in this universe, right?
Very insightful.
I'm a garbage man.
You can be a garbage man, guys. You guys, what you think is not everything's possible, but like, what would you do if you're a taxi driver and you want to be
drive
a cop?
around and get fares?
What would you? No, sorry. If you wanted to be a cop, dude. All right, you're Dusty.
Dusty Johansson.
And you're like, you've been a taxi driver. You're fed up with this.
Your
crap,
boss
right?
is riding you, bro.
Yeah, and
why are you showing up late?
Well, I gotta go to police academy, bro.
So you go to the police place, right? The station. That's what you do, man. You go up and you say, I want to be a police officer. And they say, okay,
nice.
let me check your records.
They give you like an aptitude test and everything.
Well, they'll have like what's it called when you're a cadet? They'll have a weekend cadet training.
Dude, that's insane.
It's sick, dude. I'm telling you guys, it's really cool. I know it sounds so weird.
Crazy, dude.
You guys are thinking Dwight in The Office.
Yeah.
What he's talking about, Afterlife or whatever it's called, Another Life. That's not it. Okay?
That's what I'm picturing.
Can you fly?
In a helicopter, yes. Yeah. But yeah, you would have to have a good criminal record, and like you would have to have nothing on your record, and then if they had openings,
that is like
become a cop.
So intuitive.
And then you have to learn the codes and how to do things like a cop. What is crazy,
man?
Like, and how do you have time?
I know
in the real world to like do all of that.
They're all day traders, dude. They got stocks.
Yeah. I mean, you could be a streamer, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's true. Actually,
almost all the streamers on this one very like you have to be on a whitelist, and you have to be like it's crazy.
What's a whitelist?
So like blacklisting someone is to like make sure they don't come on to something, right? So whitelist is like you have to be on this list to connect to the server. You can't just I couldn't get on it. I'd have to apply like a job and say I like role playing. This is what I've done.
Huh.
And then you get on this crazy.
Do they have like proximity chat then?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So this is the craziest thing,
That's
right?
nuts.
It's not like that's exactly right. I totally left that out, but that is a very huge part of it.
Yeah.
They have a proximity chat program where if I come closer to you, I'm loud. Then when I go away, I start, going like this. And then when I'm too far,
we have proximity chat right here.
Oh my gosh. They have cell phones. You can call each other. They have radios. All that stuff. It's like it's so crazy.
That's nuts.
It's something that like fans or people who are watching streamers, they get into the storylines that the players are doing or the characters they're doing, and it's it's really interesting. It's a new media, I think, that's kind of happening, and it's I know you guys probably don't watch streams like at all, but like it's an interesting new development, I would say. But yeah, I just want to see Jona jump in and role play as Dusty. What's it call it?
Dusty Johansson, dude.
Yeah,
that's gonna be my new name on Twitter and stuff.
Dusty Johansson.
One of your many burner accounts.
My burner account.
Oh man, but yeah. No, I mean we could talk about video games another time as well, but I think that was cool. I think wait, when's the last time you played a video game, Jona?
Oh, I didn't. I beat Red Dead Redemption 2
like
a couple months ago.
A couple months ago, yeah.
When my wife was in Mexico, Josh lent it to me because we played the first one together, right?
We played it separately.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like
one hand on you have
you take the left stick, I'll take the right stick.
And so, he was like, "You should play the second one because it's really good." So that's the last one I've played. I normally play like Switch games with my wife and stuff. So
I mean, you get like motion sickness though for
I do.
games like that, right?
Smash Bros. Ultimate. I get when I'm playing the single player, like I get a headache. I don't know why.
Really?
Like really bad.
Not multiplayer though.
Not as much multiplayer,
Okay.
but it's like it's weird. So I don't know.
But Melly said she got Overcooked, which is
She's
cool.
got Overcooked 2.
Oh, really?
So it was like $13.
Yeah, that
so-
game's so fun.
So
Yeah, it's fun until the person you're playing with sucks. Like, no, get the spaghetti done first, you idiot. What are you doing? What's burning over there?
Why'd you throw the spaghetti on the ground? Yeah.
what game? Oh well. So I made Mario Maker 2. I made.
You made it.
I made like
You made the game.
I made. Well, you can make the world,
Right, you
know?
make your own
So I
games.
made my own world, and so my wife, myself, and my wife's sister, we've been playing through it, and that game is so frustrating to play with, like because you can play 4 players in your levels.
Oh, yeah. That's the coolest
And
thing.
so
about
you're
Mario
kind of
Maker
like
2.
playing, and you're like, all right, stop, slow down, no, you're going too fast, and then they like fall off, and then you all die. It's
Oh, if
So we were
one
like-
person dies, everyone dies?
no, but like when
He designs really stupid levels where if you fall off,
the camera follows you, and so it kills
so
the
it
people
kills
that are
everyone
on the
else.
top.
Well, we played. You and I played, and I'm terrible
overplayed.
at that game. I'm terrible at that.
What is
and-
wrong with you?
Hey, because you don't think about like you're just making it for one player. One player falls off, but then when you're playing 4, it changes the dynamic.
Can't
So
you
maybe
go?
you should
Can't you go in and like
design for
re-edit
players.
it and
You
make
can,
You know
but
you're discouraging people to play with other people? Like you're encouraging them to
hey,
only
we
play by
beat
themselves.
like last week we finally beat all the worlds, so all 8 of them.
8 worlds.
Yeah. So
Dude, that's
I'm
sick.
now starting my second world, but they're all Star Wars themes.
Ah,
But like the
that's sweet.
desert areas is Jeddah, so every level's gonna be like Jeddah outskirts and,
And then the
Jeddah
other desert
wasteland.
one's going to be Tatooine.
Yeah.
No,
and then
and
the
then-
other desert.
You can do an ice world, so it's gonna be Hoth, and then you can do
Nice.
the water world, so that's gonna be
Camino.
Camino, and you can do the lava one, that's Mustafar.
Dude,
It all works, guys.
it was super fun. I remember when the first time you got that game, it was around Christmas time, I think. I don't know. But like I remember we would like have one person make a level and everyone else would leave the room.
Yeah.
And then we'd come back when you're done and we'd like see if we could beat it.
Yeah, first person
That was
to beat it.
super
Yeah,
fun.
pretty fun.
I love that game. The game's super good. Have you seen like the really crazy people and the craziest
stuff,
levels?
The ones they do where you're just like they have ones where you kind of have to like jump on a shell
yeah.
and like do this crazy stuff
Throw
to
it
you.
midair,
throw it,
jump on
jump
it.
on it. Like that stuff is insane. I end up doing the same levels over and over again. Like, okay, now let's put some ice blocks. Oh, here's a Yoshi.
Hey man,
But it's fun.
As long as you're having fun, yeah, it's awesome.
That's right.
Cool. I need to get more into Nintendo gaming. I've been lacking in I think my whole video game playing career in the Nintendo department.
Nintendo, I see Nintendo as like that if you want to play with like locally on a TV and like couch multiplayer,
Yeah.
that's the best console for it, hands down. That's like the Switch is so good for that.
Well, yeah, just like a party. I mean, look at all the party games. They have.
Honestly, that's all the games that I buy for Switch is just party games because they're super fun.
Well, I think even back to like the Wii, like Wii Sports it was just such a fun group environment. Yeah, I mean, you can't really do that with, PS4 Call of Duty.
Well, there's just
It's
a lot
not
like
the same.
you've got if you're gonna do like
more
Smash
accessible.
Bros
Yeah.
is a lot of fun, or then even all the Mario Party games are fun. Like, and then what was the game? I just have memories of playing it at your house.
WarioWare.
WarioWare, yeah.
my God.
Like just the most
On the Wii.
the most random games that you would just be like, but it was so fun. Like why is this fun? Just being like
Because you're being
shaking stuff.
he just made a motion of shaking his hand.
Yeah, like you'd be like a 2D cutout, have to like inflate a
Yeah.
balloon.
Yeah.
Why are you guys inflating it like
I
that?
don't know. I mean, that's what you do with the Wii stick
Not how you
thing.
play things.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. But you just grab it and shake it because you didn't know what you were
Yeah.
doing.
I mean, there'd be fun things where you like have to like put the Wiimote upside down like,
Yeah.
on something, and then it's like when it rings, you have to answer.
Yeah, and then it's a banana.
Hello, like you say it.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
That's right. It was.
Yeah, I like the elephant one where you had to put the Wiimote on your nose and pretend that you were an elephant.
Like your trunk.
Yeah.
Like the Wiimote was your trunk. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fun because you could play like up to like 12 people, and then it would randomly bring someone up, and then you had to run and grab the Wiimote and do whatever it told you to do.
Hold it still.
And everyone.
One time I killed somebody because it told me I had to kill somebody.
You knifed
You
knifed someone? Oh my gosh.
Was that the one?
Yeah, where
Dave
got super pissed
and kicked BJ? Did he kick BJ?
I can't remember who it was, but he definitely kicked somebody.
Someone got mad and we
It
were.
wasn't Punch? Like Punch's arm?
I thought he kicked him. I can't remember. But I just remember that.
I do. Was
good
that
times.
at my house?
Yeah.
In the sunroom.
And we
And like, yeah, I remember that.
because we were all like making fun, like laughing and like, and he got
he did something funny or something awkward, and we were laughing at him.
And he
What a bunch of jerks.
good times though. Good times.
But that's the thing, right? Like everyone had to do one thing in front of everyone else, and like they would make you do like the hula hoop, and you'd look like an idiot while you're doing it. You know, it was just I really liked that game. It was fun. It's goofy, weird. Also, some of the games were really weird, but yeah, that's what I love Nintendo for. Like, other than like some of their flagships like Zelda and stuff like that, but man, they shine in those multiplayer.
Yeah, they do.
Couch co-op games, but
yeah, definitely.
we gotta play Smash Bros. We gotta have.
I saw my trophy. I polish it every night.
I know. I feel like he's had it enough time.
Too long.
Yeah.
Like he stole it from me.
Have you heard of COVID, Jonah? Sorry, bro.
Do you guys do an annual Smash Bros tournament?
So basically,
whenever we
it's
feel
not
like it.
annual. What it was. So first of all, I love Super Smash Bros. We all like Super Smash Bros. A lot. And
I'm the best one.
I was like,
obviously,
we all think we're the best, right? And we would compete when we were kids a lot. And, it got really heated. We always debated who was the best, and, it was always funny. But I was like, I want to make this a thing. So I bought and customized a trophy, and it has like a boxer on the top, and it's like Cory's Grand Champion. I don't know what it's called. Some stupid long title for the tournament. And whoever wins gets to keep the trophy. Mm-hmm. And my rule was, if you want it, you get to say like where and when you want to do it next.
Okay.
But it's been like a year or something, or more, maybe.
Yeah, no.
So
I think
now
the rule shouldn't
let's
be.
go right now.
As the commissioner, I'm stepping in and saying we have to do it sooner than later.
I think it should just be a yearly thing
just
that we do
whenever,
every.
If Joel came up regularly on like a very specific, like Christmas, does he always come up during Christmas?
I think he's going to try to come up this Christmas, but I mean that could be something we could do it at Christmas time.
Yeah, but I'm not giving up my trophy again because obviously I'm going to win it again. So
more power to you.
Fine.
You're going to lose.
I feel like you got lucky.
I'm not letting what happened last year happen ever again. I lost in the first round. I can't remember who too, but I lost. Unbelievable.
That was a good
well, it was also helpful that it was single elimination and we didn't do double elimination.
I think I also played random or something, or I was kind of screwing around. Honestly, yeah. I gave it to you, bro.
Well,
You're going to have to earn it.
I already earned it. It's in my house.
They've like released like 4 new characters that I haven't even like.
Have you played what's the
shit.
Final Fantasy guy? Sephiroth?
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I haven't played him. I want
He
to,
has
though.
ridiculous reach.
Yeah, he has a super long sword. It's like
And he
4
hits
times
really hard.
Really?
Yeah, but have
Yeah.
you played Samus?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is that your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jona and my brother Brian. That's all they play.
It's because they can stand at a distance and shoot.
Oh, stop it! You guys use the same thing all the time. You guys are.
Is that not what
That's what happens every single
It's
time.
called using the
It seems to be a
abilities.
sore spot.
It's called using the abilities that each
Deeply
character
seated
has.
in our childhood.
But do you spam it?
there's a
No,
reason.
I use other things. I turn into a ball. I do the little kick thing.
Yeah.
when
Jonah's the worst out of all.
when we were kids.
I am actually. Do you know why? Because they can't I need a little luck to win. So I need items. And they
Oh,
don't
gosh.
like items.
I don't like
need,
items
I
either.
need bombs to fall randomly on Cory's head and blow him up. That's what I rely on to win. Is just anything crazy happening. That's what I need. I need a little help. And so if there's no items, then
Maybe that's the freedom I should give whoever the reigning champion is.
They get to decide
They
what.
get to decide the items or the rule set.
dang
That's
it.
a
That'd be-
lot of
and then you
should've
can be
done
like, we have to play random characters.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah,
You should have
but
done that when I
need to
first
take
won.
the whole like when we dictate when to play. I just need to do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because obviously, if you're the champion, you're like I want to hold on to it.
And
long
I also need a logo for it
for what the
for the
tournament?
tournament.
Oh,
I mean,
on
to
it.
make it official, maybe a Facebook page
oh my
that
god!
we can,
You think you could just
correspond throughout the year and post memes and
The dumbest thing I've ever heard.
guys, we need to make this the next Dota $4 million
Smash
winner
Bros
takes
isn't-
all.
Nerd
yeah,
Age will
so-
sponsor it.
Smash Bros is an esport, guys.
I know, but I'm saying like our family where we get Lauren to invest or something.
Oh, you're trying to get Lauren to give us money?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Or Ethan and Jason, we say, hey, you guys got to give $10. Certain people pay in.
Oh, not everyone does an entry fee, just the kids.
That's right.
Nice. That's exploitative. I like it. But yeah, anyway,
Trying to get ahead in this life.
we'll figure it out and we'll update you guys.
Oh yeah,
We'll tell you who
It's going to
wins.
be a big topic on the podcast.
Huge. Yeah.
Get
We're going to have
ugly.
highlights.
Highlights.
Listen to
Or
this.
podcast,
All
yeah.
recordings. This is when Jonah died.
Yeah, we're going to do play-by-play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more thing that I thought was pretty cool about Zack Snyder, Justice League, and
Oh yeah.
BVS. It was just a little detail, but it's these type of things that I think make his movies that much more enjoyable. BVS, Superman dies at the 2 hour and 38-minute mark. In Justice League, Zack Snyder cut, he is, as Cory says, rezzed at the 2 hour and 38 mark.
Oh, wow.
I just think is really cool. Just really attention to small details like that.
Well, if you want to have your mind blown a little bit, there's
You can blow my mind in 2 minutes. 'Cause we
There's-
got to wrap up.
there's a podcast that's called BVS by the Minute, and they watch a minute of the movie and then discuss it. But
It's gonna be a long
Was that like a prison sentence, like
No,
community
it's-
service they had to do? Or?
it's incredible. And so like they're just watching a movie and they'll be like, the way he cuts up the movie just fits so perfectly with what he's doing. Like, and you have to, I can't do it justice, but there's like, if you listen to it, you'd think, oh, they can't talk about just a minute of the movie, like how, and they have episodes that go on for like 30 to 40 minutes of them just discussing the 1 minute, and they pick out things in the background and pick out stuff like that, but it's really cool. So if you're looking for a podcast on BVS, it's BVS by the Minute.
I
Nope.
wasn't.
Just
I think they're
listen
gonna
to
do.
us.
I think they're gonna do Justice League.
Oh my
too.
gosh,
The
it's going to
Snyder
take them
Cut.
10 years.
That's what happens.
They're gonna pass it down.
You
to
want
their
content?
kids.
I'll check it out.
It's
Sounds
pretty good.
Cool.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for the episode this week. Thanks for listening, guys, and thanks for hanging out as always. So yeah,
Fun time.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll be back next week with more of Nerd Age Podcast. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya. Well, that's going to do it for this week of the Nerd Age Podcast. Thanks for coming around and hanging out with us, talking about nerdy things. If you guys want to interact with us or have any questions, just find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and just leave a comment. And we'll see you guys next week.